Yo, what is up, guys? This is my first time ever doing this. Um, my name is Your Average Day Trader, but I go by Jake. And I just wanted to start this off since I've never done this before. I just wanted to start off with like my trading experience. I'm trying not to make this like sound like a lecture, but it's kind of gonna be a lecture. Most of my videos will be, but we'll get into that a little later. So my trading experience, I've been trading for about 4 years. Um, I know everything from indicators to big flow to anything like that. I've been in every Discord server imaginable, even like paid Discords. And I mean, I've taken all their educational portions of their servers, and truthfully, it actually has really helped my trading career as a whole. And market crash of 2020 is when I really started getting into trading. Necessarily, I mean, I was trading a little bit before that, but my account really wasn't that big. But after the market crash, I kind of started to figure out options at that time. I didn't really lose that much in the market crash because I didn't really have much to lose back then. But after the market crash, I started messing with options, and some of you may say I got lucky, but others you may think, everyone else was thinking that. Everyone else was going long at that time. But through all that experience, through a market crash, most people don't see that in their lifetime, but I mean, we've seen two in my lifetime at least. So, just anyways, now to get to my channel, basically weekly lectures. I'll have one on Sunday, and I'll post it on Sunday. I'll have one on Wednesday, kind of like my midway through the week, and then potentially like plays midway through the week, and then we'll go over the current plays I told you guys on Sunday. Mostly I'll go over SPY on Sunday. SPY is my favorite indices to trade, and personally, the one I know best. And then also I'll go over three stocks I like for the week, like plays, potential setups, and I'll chart those three stocks, or explain the charts that are already on that. But just in this video, I just really want to just check out SPY. We just had such a huge week. Fed raised us 25 basis points, which was obviously priced in by the time we got there. We did get a nice little like shoot through that 410 level, and it held for I guess most of the week. But I don't know why I'm talking on here. We can just actually just go look at the chart. All right, so now we're gonna go over SPY. I'll start all my lectures with going over SPY first. I think it's the best well-versed ETF, and the easiest to trade for beginners and obviously advanced people as well. It just all depends. I personally started out trading SPY, so I kind of know it quite well. You can kind of figure out how it moves with the market after a long time of watching it. It's kind of just like that idea of mastering a stock in a sense. You just trade it so much that you just kind of know how it reacts to certain situations. But anyways, beyond that, so we're just gonna look at a smaller time frame here. I just want to point out we did close over 412, which is something I was kind of worried about. But we're gonna kind of like chart this together. As you can tell right here, just look at how much we were up from Tuesday. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. Look at how far that is. That is $19, practically $19 from Tuesday all the way up. It's incredible, actually. But obviously, that is due to, the idea that Jerome Powell is actually going to start cutting rates. He kind of hinted at it in the meeting. I wouldn't say it was a pivot in a sense, but he was kind of like, you know, pointing out the idea that it could potentially be a pivot in the future, especially in 2023. But we really won't find that out until March. March is the next basis point hike event, I guess, in a sense. So we kind of don't know until then, but I don't think that's really going to change the market. If we go look at the odds, I believe it was 16% now, which is like a very high percentage for no basis hike at all. But it's still on the horizon that there could potentially be more basis hikes. He might be bluffing, but I'm not quite sure if he actually is bluffing. Many people speculate that he is, but all right. So let's just get into the depths of it. Okay, so SPY closed at 412.35. After hours, it kind of sunk down a little bit. So we hit our 416 high, which I believe that was the previous day. Yeah, see, we had some resistance here. We kind of hit the resistance that we hit on previous close. We hit that, and then we kind of tried to break out of this large. I think this is a bearish divergence, actually. Yeah, it is. So when looking at a chart, you can tell that. See, look at how strong this volume is on these buys, right? It's pretty strong, in my opinion. We haven't seen days like this with a million volume since that sell-off in December, this huge sell-off. So I'm not sure if that's hinting that something might be coming, but on the horizon of things, it seems like it's a pretty bullish signal right now, and we had that nice pullback. We needed that pullback. RSI was too high, and it still kind of is too high. It kind of dropped down a little bit, sitting at 63 on the daily. 4 hour, in my opinion, is still rather, I guess, bearish in a sense. We kind of fell under the 10 exponential moving average, and then obviously that last candle did not help us. Let me get a better view of this. Obviously, that last candle did not help us at all. We kind of just fell through. We were kind of messing around for a little while. But then, we kind of fell through by the end of the day with that sell-off. In my opinion right now, I wouldn't be bearish until under this 410 level. It's just such a strong support now, since usually strong resistance act as strong support. And yeah, so as long as we're currently trading above this level right here and don't try and creep back into it, I believe this is the 390-ish level to around that 410 level. That is like a huge demand area. And we kind of sat in that for the better part of the end of the year and the beginning of this year until we had this nice breakout here. We broke out right around here. This is around the 11th day of the month, or 11th day of the year. Which is pretty crazy, and I believe it was just the speculation of, rate hikes only going up by 25%. Because remember, guys, last year we had 3 meetings, 75 basis hikes in a row, which is actually insane. But we got to remember, guys, that interest rates are kind of delayed with the market. So obviously the market is forward thinking. So, the market knows what it's going to do before, you do, obviously, or knows what's about to happen before you do, in a sense. But overall, my opinion on SPY at the moment is I'd like to see us go back and retest this 418 level. We're kind of, sitting at like oversold with this huge sell-off. This sell-off needed to happen, but I don't see us going under 410 anytime soon. We kind of broke out here. It was a very strong breakout. We were staying under 410 for a very long time. I'd really like it to test that 420, 430 level. And the reason I like that 430 level is that was the previous high back in the very sharp fall and very sharp uptrend. Back in, I believe that was August highs of last year. And we were just trying to break out there. We tried to break out right here. I think this was Fomatic as well. We tried to break out, we kind of sold off, and then we really, really sold off into the end of the year, which is kind of weird. Because normally people are very bullish by the end of the year. Big companies like their financial sheets to look proper and not like I guess crap is the only word I can think of. Um, but yeah, so with the Fed also speaking Tuesday of this week, I'd be cautiously bullish in a sense. You're not exactly sure what they're gonna say, but obviously with this, we kind of just went up and tested this right here, and we had this huge rejection point right here. And this was a pretty strong rejection. And, we even went up and retested it and we failed miserably. Look at these hammer candles right here. Failed miserably and then kind of traded sideways into the end of the day. So my opinion, just on general, is I'm still bullish long term. We kind of have to wait till Tuesday to really see what, you know, the Fed is going to say at their meeting. And until then, I would likely just be cautiously bullish. This is obviously a very bearish candle. But we still remained above that 410 level. But what I don't like is how we didn't touch it. We didn't touch it. We got right here and did not touch this 410.85 level, even 410 just in general. I mean, we got very close enough that I can, think it was a bounce. But obviously, these lines are always, it's always going to overshoot your lines, no matter what. The market's not perfect. So, that could have very well been a bounce. So just keep in mind that, the bearish divergence kind of played out a little bit, but for this bearish divergence to really play out, we really need to see it go below here and then maybe make a lower high and then go back up. So something like this, we'd go down, maybe test this line, and then, we'd go farther. Something like that. You guys don't need to agree with me. That is just strictly my opinion, and everything I say on this lecture is strictly my opinion. You guys do your own due diligence, and don't just rely on me. Learn how to chart yourself, and that's how you become successful in the market, is learning how to chart by yourself, starting to take plays by yourself, being more independent, not listening to others. The Webull comment section is honestly like Yahoo Finance, any of those little comment sections are just terrible, awful, and you should never listen to them because most of the people in the comment section is just as clueless as you are. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, that's it for kind of the lecture today. I kind of wanted to keep it short, but I'll have a separate video coming out with my 3 plays of the week. I kind of just wanted to separate the videos for people who just want to, look at SPY and then get a nice market outlook for the week.